Hey everybody, welcome to this week's breakdown where we like to get a little bit dirtier than our usual MotoGP version. I'm Neil, this is my partner Kyle. We're going to go over Hangtown if you missed it. We're going to talk about some changing news in the Stewart camp. Hopefully you know about that. Some hot rookies coming out this year, and of course Glen Helen right around the corner. Alright everybody, so let's talk about Hangtown. If for some unknown reason you didn't catch it, TV, online, newspaper, print, on a stone, I don't know, attached to a pigeon's leg. Let's go over and we'll talk about it. First, really, to me, 450s. It really wasn't a surprise for either one of us because we love this guy, Roczen, laying it down. What do you got?
I mean, literally, first couple corners, he was gone. If you look in, I don't know if you saw that helmet cam video.
Yes.
Helmet cam video from I think
Cole
Sealy. It was literally, he was coming into a corner and Roczen just slammed the door and gone.
Exactly, and then second moto too, Dungey, you know, gets up, it doesn't matter, Roczen right around him, see you later, and that's the one that kind of trips me out. Over a 30-second lead almost on the field, 5 to 6 seconds on Dungey, that's unheard of because Dungey is a machine.
Yeah, 100%. I think also in the opener, he really seems to be more chill than the other guys. The other guys seem to want to really go for that win. He seems to want to more go just kind of chill for the first little bit and then pick up speed, as they call them, diesels, you know.
Exactly.
They're in for the long run.
I know. And there was a lot of hopes pinned on Tomac, especially with the Big K factory, see what he could come up with. I really had him picked to win, but again, Roczen, I mean, when he's on, he's on. But of course, my favorite guy, as you know, Anderson, staying in the top 5 at number 4. Very excited about him, and I think kind of the sleeper, I didn't pick him, I don't know if you did, was Canard. Good to see him on there.
Yeah,
you know?
he was up there for sure. He's definitely looking like his back to his old Trey Canard ways before he had that streak of injuries, unfortunately. But yeah, he's looking a lot better. He's looking a lot better. So Cole Sealy too.
Cole Sealy, very good. Got all of our local guys. And then really, we were talking earlier too about the track. Him and I were talking off camera about it. Kind of give your input on that because it is interesting on that. It was about a 150-foot jump on a 450 factory motor.
That fly jump, the 150-foot jump, it seemed to me that even the factory 450 bikes, which is mind-blowing to me, were laboring to get over that thing. Unfortunately, it's straight out of a corner, so, and you could hear them.
You could hear the bikes, and it was kind of cool.
It is insane.
Obviously, not to miss our guys in the 250 class. Minnesota's finest, I believe. The guy's on a mission. He's on a mission. That's my homeboy right there. Actually, they're all my homeboys, but you know, whatever. Suache, yeah, dude, he laid it down.
He did. And big surprise for second, Alex Martin, who before was maybe a top 15 guy, wasn't anything huge. He really stepped it up.
What I like with Martin too is you have Alex Martin, Jeremy Martin keeping it real on there. Cooper Webb coming hot out of Supercross.
Even with the wrist.
Exactly, and no missteps for him either. I mean, he really, for the most part, again, race number 1, these guys, they're going to be on, they're going to show what they got. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a warm-up race, it's for real, but at the same time, you know, we got other guys like Plessinger sneaking in, you know, and I mean, I don't think it was a shock, but it was still cool to see, and for me, that's what kind of makes it exciting, especially in the 250 class, because these guys know at some point they're coming to the big bikes.
And also with 250 class, the debuts, we have Austin Faulkner and Tristan Charbonneau, I think I pronounced that right.
Sorry if we butchered that.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Sorry. But Austin Faulkner is supposed to, you know, be Kawasaki's golden child. He really came into the arena cross, and he won the arena cross, which was insane. Coming over to the outdoors, seems to really not want to go for it too much just yet. Seems to kind of be a little toned down, which I think is a good thing. You know, you don't want to get hurt too early.
Well, exactly, especially crossing over to the pro ranks.
Oh, 100%.
There's probably a little bit of intimidation, but at the same time, he's got to understand, looking at guys in the 450 class and items like that, you got to go big, you got to show who you are, or the sponsors are going to go away. With that, talking about sponsors, interesting news in the Stewart family racing camp. Bubba, once again, made a race, then didn't make the race, and I'm telling you, I love him, I know my wife loves him, but man, maybe it's time to sit it out. And speaking of sitting it out, Malcom Smith, his brother, chose to not race this summer outdoors, which he's actually really good at, to get ready for the 450 class for Supercross. Good idea, bad idea?
I think horrible idea, in my opinion. I think the best way to get ready for the outdoors on a 450 is to race outdoors.
It is, but I get his point. I think that they maybe are going to, I won't say coddle, but they're going to try to take care of him a little bit more, especially on that level. He's kind of what's left of that, I won't say regime, but I mean that family. They are strong, they are motocross, they have been forever. I'm bummed on Bubba. That's all. I really wanted to see something, and again, we're down and we're getting injured, and which kind of lines us up with Bubba news again. Not to lay heavy on him, but you know, as we love, Glen Helen is coming up this weekend, and with James Stewart at the top, they're looking at news. He's going to be a game time decision. I mean, hoping you make it, hope it happens, but and then with Glen Helen, talking about that track, I know you're a fan of it, so
hills, the hills. That is the main thing. All about the hills.
Run to the hills. Little Iron Maiden. Cute Iron Maiden.
I don't know if anyone's ever been to Glen Helen, if you guys have all been to Glen Helen, but basically those hills are so steep you cannot even walk up them. They are that steep, and that is not a joke. They are gnarly, they are treacherous, especially in the down, you know, the last quarter of them. They get nasty. They get real nasty with ruts and breaking bumps, and then they have
the triple.
The triple, that nasty triple. I think is massive.
Yes.
It's I think 120.
120. Which, yeah, in a real man's world, I would barely walk that, but kudos to these guys for blasting it. So, again.
Yeah, they're tapped out on the 250s clearing that thing. It is mind-blowing.
Can't wait to see it. So, ultimately, guys, again, thanks for tuning in and watching this week's breakdown, the dirty version. Thank you again for myself, Neil, and Kyle. Enjoy the races this weekend. We'll talk to you next week.